Hi, Luca. So nice
Hi.
to meet you. The man in red. um, today. I would like to start with which character traits in Bruno Sulac did you personally tap into when you said yes and did this character?
I I did a lot of research, but I also brought a lot of myself, you know. You need to, I didn't want to fall into the trap of just try to mimic someone I've never met, and we had so little footage of. So I try to fill the blanks with my interpretation of what we don't know about him. And also, he was kind of mysterious, you know. Every single member of his family, I have a different description for him. So um, it's a mix. It's an instinct. I feel we have similarities in our love for language and the words and writing, and also this chameleon side. You know, he was always different to every person in his life, and I kind of went through that in my childhood. So it was it was interesting. It was therapeutic, and also I really wanted to give him justice because there's a lot of injustice in his story, and I wanted to be able to tell people what really happened.
Right. What discussions did you have with yourself or with Melanie about, there's a balance of sympathy, creating this character that we follow in this film and we're supposed to like him and he's charming and all that, but he's still a criminal. Do you get
Mhm.
what I mean? So which balance did you discuss of having in that character?
Well, Melanie came up to me and she was like, "Listen, we know you can do charming. We've seen it. Thank you. Now show us danger. Like dig deep. Go to your roots. Find some wounds. Find some traumas, some unresolved issues, and bring them back. And we tried a few takes where I was trying to hide it with physicality, with voice, and then we realized it needed just to be in the eyes. It needed to be like dangerous, just with a stare. So I was oscillating between this kind of it's not being charming by choice. You know, his charm comes from his femininity, vulnerability, politeness, and sense of his surrounding. He's really into details, and that's inviting, and that could be interpreted as charm. But he wasn't trying to be charming. He was just trying to be respectful because he was well educated and yet principles and values, and he was a man of his word. So um, I just yeah, it's a movie that it's a character that just required a structure within chaos, and it was really interesting to work on this duality.
Hmm. And you said this about him. Yeah, we have seen you do charming. Can you also do dangerous? Is that was that a conscious choice from your side to try to move away from maybe the casting you have experienced in from a series like Emily in Paris?
Well, I don't, even if Emily is makes takes a lot of space because it's Netflix, it's streaming, it's international. It's still I'm still an actor, and it's still just um, a project in my career that yes became a social phenomenon, but it's still I consider it as a project that brought everything for me. But I don't choose roles in function of Emily in Paris. I don't
Hmm.
choose roles to break an image from Emily. I choose roles because they stimulate me and because I fall in love with the stories and I then want to tell. But it's completely separated. I every project has its own, atmosphere and universe and ozone, so to speak.
Yeah, and it goes pretty well looked from the outside in your career. How conscious are you and how ambitious are you of creating having this international even acting career?
How I'm kind of taking it day by day, honestly. I feel like we live in a time where there are so many streaming services and new shows, new movies, all over the place, and so many new actors. There's a new star every day. There's a new buzz every day. So I just think I'm lucky to still be here, because I feel like things can go away as fast as they came, because for me it came overnight.
Mm.
So I just try to treat everything with. I just try to be careful about the projects I do and how I navigate this industry. I really consider. I'm really thinking about the fact that it could just end tomorrow. You never know. So, um, have I answered the question?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry.
I'm taking from the film's title. It's I'm gonna ask you a big question now, because the title is Libre. It's freedom in English.
Mm.
What does freedom and being free mean to you personally?
For me, being free is be able to be yourself without being scared of losing love or validation or acceptation from the people surrounding you. That's real freedom. Not see yourself into people's eyes, and just be you in all its weirdness and all its singularity, without being scared of losing anyone. And if you do, then they weren't part of the process.
And how do you as an actor maintain, because it can be difficult in this business, in this industry, how do you as an actor maintain that feeling of freedom you want?
It's a good question, because I don't feel very, very free these days, because I'm very grateful. I've been working back to back, but it's weird to talk about freedom when I really feel like I haven't been free lately. Yeah, but it'll come back. I just have to finish a few projects.
Yeah, that's a familiar story, isn't it? It's like I just need to do these things and then it's over. Okay,
As
so
they say, if you want to book a job, book a vacation. And every time I'm booking a vacation, there's a job coming.
that's
So
a job
it's
coming.
very funny.
So are you very conscious of keep working in both France and international? Is that important to you?
Yeah, I think I'm very lucky to have a foot in both countries, and it would be sad not to exploit that immense luck I've been blessed with. So I'm going to keep doing both.
And what on your which characters or roles or films or genres are on your bucket list as an actor that you would really love to explore?
Well, I would love to work with Wim Wenders.
Mm.
I would love to work with Christopher Nolan, the Safdie brothers. Um, there are so many directors. Um, Guadagnino and um, yeah, I mean, the list is long. But I would just want to keep challenging myself with roles that tell stories and scare me and allow me to push myself into those corners and desacralize things. So we'll see what the future brings, but I'm taking it one day at a time.
I think that's a wise decision. Thank you so much for
Thank
this
you.
conversation. Lucas, hey.